Hi, guys, to everyone. Finally, we are live, and please let us know if we are live because it's the first time that we are doing this. We are in a studio, so thanks for who is guesting us because we are not on room, as you can see. So we try to be a little bit more professional for once. And I wanted to start this new column, how can I call it, of Poison Rock. So it's Poisoned Live and Interview and Review to speak first of one amazing songwriter, a musician, guitarist, singer. I don't know what can I say first. We are with Ivan from Son of Shotgun and Blood Rethrone.
Hell
So
yeah.
first of how are you, Ivan?
I am doing just fine. I am doing
That's
just fine. Thank you
amazing.
for having me on this live
Yeah, we are
broadcast.
live. We are live. That's the most incredible, the most amazing things because people can interact or just no, it's up to them. But it will be in any case recorded on YouTube, so people can share it and watch it whenever they want. This is what I prefer mostly. So we would say that we first had an interview monthly before, but unfortunately it got lost. So now we take the opportunity to speak about this new album that is being released on the 11th of September that I have
Exactly.
here on my hand, and it's fucking great. I'm speaking
Thank
as
you so much.
reviewer.
Thank you
I'm
so much.
speaking as reviewer because I really was kind of like I was like a blast. I mean, when I start to listen this album, the first the first song is "Caught on a Guard," and it start like with some riff, like southern riff. You didn't expect that grind starts straight. You're like, what the fuck is going on? What is
Hell yeah.
happening? So you are like completely blown away. And it goes like that for all the songs because you can hear this stuff riff that goes from the southern metal. That you can hear some influences, of course, I think from the southern metal of United States, and of course, but you can hear some things as well of modern, like for I don't know, some I recognize something. Correct me if I'm wrong. Something about reminds me of the Hurleycorn, Slipknot, this type of riff with the strength of the riff, but as well. I like the lyrics, the topic because it's destruction, and it goes through all these. And I advise this album to people that first are full of anger because it's a good way to just release the anger, and
You got that right.
yeah, yeah, release the anger. And second, I will advise this album to people that are bored. I just said like. I don't know what to do today. I'm bored. I would like to be more, to do something. Put this album that is be for us ale. Put this album, and believe me, after that you wanted to go to, I don't know if you want to go to kick someone else's or just go out and have fun, have a beer. If
Fuck
that's for a
yeah.
fact. That's for a fact because it's a speaking for the artwork. I love it. The artwork, I really love it because this is you see basically. I would like that you explain the artwork because there is you. I think it's you. We completely pixelated,
Yeah.
but I want to speak that you speak more about the artwork because it's here is the artwork.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
put
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely. There we go.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
So what kind of message do you want to send with this artwork?
Well, it's pretty extreme and graphic. A couple of many years ago, I watched the Al Qaeda decapitation of
Oh, that's a
with
shit. Yeah,
Nick Berg, and I remember the first time I saw that, I was like, holy shit, this is
yeah,
like real deal life
yeah,
murder on fucking
yeah.
on it's a snuff film,
No,
so
it's
it's sort
true.
of
It's
like
live.
yeah it was pretty graphic, so I had a vision. I was like driving home from work, and just a vision came to my head, and I was like,
Uh,
all right, I
That's
want to do that, but it's gonna be me as the one who's getting
yeah,
executed. And on the back of the album,
yeah.
you see my head is hanging. So yeah, those are
Yeah, as
my
well. This back. You put it
Exactly.
here.
Yeah. So, you know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
sort of like, what can I say? Everything looks so innocent when it comes to me, just like
yeah,
sitting there and,
yeah.
waiting to get executed. But when you turn it around, you see me as a
Yes,
demon head, tongue is hanging out and shit,
full of
So
hate and anger. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So it's really everything is planned and everything
yeah.
is really personal and dark and humorous. We got a really really dark humor in both in Blood Red Throne and Son of a Shotgun. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Blood Rethrone is a that huge that Norwegian death metal band, but of course this is a more particular project, in my opinion, because you catch different style that is not easy. You can say that you created something new
That's
because
exactly
yeah,
that was my goal
yeah,
in
and
life, and I really really appreciate that you
yeah,
are
you
mentioning that. Hell yeah.
yeah, because you can hear that, you can hear grind, you can hear even something that remind of the whole punk hardcore, like exploited all this
Hell
stuff
yeah.
in the vocals, uh, everything that belonged to anger, to like kicking everything in front of you. That's what I like, because
Exactly.
the riff are so there are a lot, of course, are of good harmonization. I listen, and they are amazing because they are there is the blast beat of the drums, the harmonization of the guitar that could sound at the beginning a little bit, like I was saying before, souter, but then it goes straight and hits you to the bottom of your of not of the heart, to the bottom of the soul, because this is what the
Yeah.
thing that you want to share with the fans. So the message, because of course, before speaking a little bit of Son of Shotgun, I want to focus on more of this album. Uh, in this album, which is the main message you want to send to the fan, of course, to the people who are who will hear this album for the first time?
Well, my message is I am uh, this music. I would say everybody, not only um, people who listen to heavy music, but everybody can put themselves in a position where I
Yeah,
mean your boss pissed you off, your neighbor is giving you shit, or you're walking in the city down the street or you're feeling
yeah,
the extreme of yourself where you want to kick somebody's motherfucking face in, and I've been
yeah,
feeling it a lot lately. I
yeah,
don't try to uh, focus too much about the past, but personally, me, I had a really nasty past, So
mm,
sometimes, shit gets into my head, and I'm, you know, yeah, it's really extreme, goddamn aggression, It's all about that, letting out aggression, So
yes, this is
yeah,
important, because if you keep it inside, it's like but it grows, and it's not good. You have to release it in some way and somehow. So you find basically your way to release this. You can say not aggressivity, but the anger, the everything that could be, because every people can do box, can do running. So this the music is always the best way, because you express yourself, and it's for me the most, because you also say to the people, you share a message, and this is important, sharing a message with someone especially. But I
yeah,
wanted to ask you, because I loved also the name, the I'm really into, because next to me I can we I like you see before we have the graphic designer of Poison Rock, Jessica. Say hello from the background.
Hello everyone, I'm just at the back hiding
And
myself.
she's the graphic designer. So we were before looking at the design, and we liked as well had for example, for being really really like going to details, the font. I don't know if you can see it, maybe it's not too good, the font of the each song. So yeah, I want to ask you, because for example, I was really curious about these songs: my Bible, my wife, my gun. So
Yes.
what is your Bible most of all?
I would say that song is well, in the States and worldwide, there was a lot of riots and
Oh yeah, oh fuck yeah.
shit going around,
Yeah.
and it's about I would say somebody who is just sitting in his house and wanting somebody to break in, so
Yeah, yeah,
but
of
that
course.
person can literally just unload on them.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like that. Well, what can I say? It's like music represents itself. It's I mean, imagine just this American redneck, with
Uh,
tons of fucking shotguns and weapons, at home, and just like waiting, just like waiting to blast
yeah.
a motherfucker. So it's all about that. It's sort of like it's sort of like a double standard, because you're a nice guy, but you're not
Yeah.
a nice guy, so
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
sort of like
yes, and
fucking
I
right, and you
agree. You
just want to
understand
fucking
completely.
nail
Yeah.
motherfuckers. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah. And of course, I'm I don't know if there is, because in Natural Born Killers there is some because of course I think there is a movie called Natural Born Killers. Is a kind of, it says like a reference to that movie, or is just completely other things, other things apart from that movie?
Well, the song is a cover of Dr. Dre and Ice Cube.
Dr. Dre is a cover of Dr. Dre. See,
And
Jessica,
Ice Cube. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know if you've heard or seen,
her.
the music
She's
video.
a fan.
So
She's a fan. So
oh
yeah,
hell yeah, hell yeah! I'm a huge
she's
fan
a
of, especially Ice Cube. He's
Ice Cube.
yeah, he's one of those hard rappers. It's like
Yeah,
he sings about a lot of violence and heavy shit. So I'm really into that. And I was
yeah,
sitting here, matter of fact, and I was doing some midnight drinking, and I
yeah.
was watching that music video, and I contacted my drummer, Chris the
Yeah.
Fuse. He's gonna make me a whole lot of money, I reckon. And I just sent him a message, you want to cover this song? The
And
next
was
week
like,
he showed up, and we just nailed that song. So
yeah,
yeah.
because it's freaking great. I mean, he's not from. I want to do dare to say these things. I say that not many metal bands would be like, yeah, let's just cover a rap song, a pop song. No one would dare to do that, because you see, there is always, not because that's rap, not because that's another things, but you didn't pay attention to the genre, you pay attention to the message. And this is important, because it means that you are open-minded completely, because it's good to embrace other genre of music.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Absolutely, absolutely.
yeah, we have
The thing is, I'm sorry
someone.
for interrupting,
Yeah,
but the thing is, when it comes to me, I listen to a whole lot of
this,
different kind of shit. I mean,
yeah, it's
I
important.
even listen to Dolly Parton.
Me too, me too, me too. Listen to the
Yeah,
Barton, me
yeah. I
too.
mean,
She's amazing. She's amazing. Oh, there is
so
Cora. Hi, Cora. Hi, Cora. You did it. We are Cora from In the Woods here. Look at
hej
us.
Kåre, det är min gode man och sen går det. Du skulle varit här och tagit en drink för helvete. Kom då!
If you want to join
Hell yeah.
us selling privates, we can make a party tonight.
Fucking
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, so yeah, and of course, I mean, everything you were saying is right, and if you would for example suggest a song of this album to people who really have, like we were saying before, this type of anger inside, they want to let this anger go away, because with these times, not only for the coronavirus, but also because life is tough, we have to admit it, and many people keep inside the anger. And sometimes anger could be a really issues, because they just go into the alcohol, on drugs, and whatever. If you want to say to these people, just wait a second, listen this song, and maybe you can find like a way to release this anger step by step. Which song or songs, it's up to you, would you suggest to
Well,
them?
definitely Strike Above the Neck. That song is extremely personal to me, and a lot of people can see themselves in
Yeah.
that song. I mean, I remember when I was just starting to play guitar, I had a
Yeah.
bunch of these motherfuckers, talking about you're not gonna make it. You're just gonna end up being an alcoholic and a drug man or some shit like that. So
It wasn't like that.
yeah, I mean, I believe I proved them wrong. And
Yeah.
but then again, people like that, they give me inspiration in life. Those fucking motherfuckers. Yeah, look at me now. So fuck them.
Yeah,
So
that's yeah,
and
that's you are a good example for many people that are doing the opposite. They just go straight to the alcohol and or doing even worse things. So you can be
I
here,
know.
say I did it, and that's good because you're showing yourself, and you can say that you can be an example for a lot of, especially young guys, young girls. So
Definitely,
yeah,
definitely. It's very
yeah.
personal and straight from the heart. Straight from the
Yeah.
liver. That's how I like to keep it. Damn straight.
Yeah, because I read as well a lot of amazing review about this album. I mean, it's going really good. This EP, a lot of webzine, magazine are reviewing this album, so I can say that it was be it's 1 month, not even 1 month that it's been released, and it's already there is like who gonna to review first. There is like a sort of I don't know queue for reviewing this album, and it's great because now going before going to speak a little bit more about Son of a Shotgun, I want just to tell for the fan where they can find the album.
They can find it. Well, it's on Spotify, of course.
Okay.
And it's on Target Productions. It's
Yeah.
a Danish company, and but we're mainly signed on Emancipation Production. It's sort of like a,
Amazing.
what can I say, sister company
Yeah.
of Target.
Yeah, yeah,
So
they are really great. And
definitely.
but in my opinion, if you want to buy it, buy the album online, but you have to have this copy. Really, I because in my car, unfortunately, I don't have the modern MP3 whatever. So this is all the time in my car right now, and Jessica can say like we are listening like the second time, third time in the car today. So it's gone in a loop. We are basically becoming your first fan in Europe. So.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate
But
this.
of course, Son of a Shotgun going to the band started like a solo project, if I remember well.
Yeah.
So how can you just? I don't want to say tell all the story, but the beginning of Son of a Shotgun.
Well, I was, I think I was like 17 years old, and
17 years
I
old. Oh my
had a
god!
vision. I had a
Yeah.
vision of mixing blues with death metal.
Oh my god! That's
And
two amazing genre. The
yeah,
opposite.
yeah. And I mean, when I was 17 years old, I didn't know of many death metal bands. After a while, I
Yeah.
started to listen to Cannibal Corpse and Suffocation, and the good old motherfuckers. And after a
Yeah.
while, I started to listening to like Cryptopsy and all that like
Oh,
technical extreme
Cryptopsy. I
shit.
might.
I love those guys. Huge fan.
Yeah,
We've been
they
on
are
tour with them
amazing.
with Blood Rethrone. So
Wow, that's wow. I
yeah,
want to see that.
and
I would be there for the tour.
definitely. And I mean, Chris Donaldson,
Mhm.
he mixed and mastered this album Before Sole.
Yeah.
So we are staying in touch with those guys, huge fans, and then I've been playing in Blood Red Throne. I mean, couple of years, and I had a
Yeah.
wish of doing something with this so-called Southern death grind genre,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I just
Because
started.
in Blood Red Throne, you are the guitarist. We have to
I'm the
say.
guitar player in Blood
Yeah.
Red Throne, and Blood Red Throne is like it's death metal. But when it
Yeah.
comes to Son of a Shotgun, I wanted to do something like totally different.
And it is. And
And
it is.
yeah, that's my whole plan, and that's what the hell I'm all about. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So at the beginning, there was the debut album was Mexican Standoff, if I'm
Yeah.
not. So how it, because if I'm reading right, we had a huge featuring in this album, Hellhammer.
Oh yeah, Hellhammer. He was on that.
Hammer that he's one like a legendary drummer kit for who doesn't know, but everyone knew him. So from Mayhem.
Mayhem.
So what could you say about this album, because it was the debut album?
Well, I got in touch with Knut Magnevalle. He's the guitar player in Arcturus. And Hellhammer, he plays in Arcturus. So I needed a drummer back then, who was fast and extreme, and Hellhammer is fast and extreme,
Yeah, yeah, of
So
course. Oh my god, with Mayhem.
yeah, yeah. So I got in touch with him, and I sent them, 10 songs, and he played all the 10 songs, but on five of the songs, I
Okay.
wasn't too satisfied with the job that he did.
Mhm.
So I literally taught myself how to play drums, and I fixed it by myself.
So completely, really a solo project most of the times. Yeah,
Yeah.
because if started like that, you can say you are able to fix everything you wanted,
Yeah, exactly.
and this is
So
important as well.
yeah, I mean, not a bad word about Hellhammer. I mean, what can I
No,
say?
no, no.
He killed it, But I was like,
Yeah,
I have a totally different vision, I wanted some
yeah,
more of that hard hits and groovy shit, So yeah,
yeah, the groove metal, yeah, of course, but of course, it depends also as well from the background you came from. It's normal. It's not that because it's someone is a bad musician or others, because there is the background, the influences is normal, and but I want mainly, what can you say with the difference between, for example, the debut album and this new one? Which are the main difference you can notice in the evolution of the sound, in the composition, in the lyrics, and in the main topic?
I would say that the first album, I was just starting to get into this. What can I say? This southern death grind genre. When you mix all those three together, it's a bit hard in the beginning, to mix them together. But
Yes,
after a
because
while, you educate and you learn, you teach yourself how to mix all those
yeah,
genres together, So I'd say it's starting to be my trademark, So
yeah, but
yeah,
it is. Yeah, I mean, right now when I someone asking me, oh, Eva, I would say yes. I know it's from Son of a Shotgun. I know you were playing in Blood Rethrone, but for me, you are from Son of a Shotgun because I know you're from. We met each other months ago for that. So basically, for me, it's you with the southern guy from Norway. That's
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm on this album. I mean, I got members with me now. Really,
Okay.
really good motherfucking musicians. I mean,
It's a
everybody.
we can say it's the final lineup. We can say of the band. So
Yeah.
you can as well introduce this guy because of
Oh
course
yeah,
everyone has to know them.
definitely. I mean, the drummer, Chris the Fuse. I call him Chris the Fuse. He is,
Why?
because it's all about the last names. His
Okay.
name is Christopher Lunden. But
Okay.
when you take Lunden and you shave it down, it's Lunta. And in
Okay.
Norwegian, Lunta, that's the fuse, when you light a fuse. So Chris the Fuse.
Fuse.
So yeah. And on bass,
Okay.
Stian Gun Down Your Son. So his last name is Gundersen in Norwegian.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I just like Gun Down Your Son,
Gandalf. Yeah, yeah, it's cool because it
Yeah,
really
yeah,
you're
yeah.
because it's yeah.
And we got the vocalist. It's
Mhm.
crazy, But I found a vocalist who sounds just like me. It's mind blowing. Henrik Newland. and we call him No Man's Land. New land,
No,
no
no,
land, no
no
man's
land,
land.
yeah, no man's land. Oh my God, that's really southern. I have to admit it.
Yeah, definitely. And
Yeah,
a buddy of mine on the second guitar, Leonard von Essen,
yeah.
he extremely good guitar player, and yeah, I'm really happy to met those guys, and
Yeah, that's great.
Stian, and he plays in Blood Rethrone with me, and we got Fuse. He steps in for Blood Rethrone sometimes, so yeah, we're a killer team here in Norway. We're I
Yeah,
would
there
say
is an amazing team in, especially an amazing music scene in Norway. Yeah, it's really blowing sometimes because you want to move to Norway only for the music scene. I have to admit it. I'm making more friends in Norway and Denmark maybe than in Italy sometimes. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, understand. So
yes, there is corridor say crazy motherfucker of all of them.
hell yeah, god damn right.
Yeah, and of course now I want to speak about your influences because admit it, we one things that I really loved about the first interview we did that we are doing now, that is the first interview officially, your influences, because you playing that metal of course, but your influences are like we can say different from that metal mostly. So you were saying before Dolly Parton, about going to the deep influences of Ivan, which are them?
Well, I think it's safe to say we got the good old well, there we go, Dimebag
I'm
Daryl
back,
right
Carol.
here.
Could you rest in peace?
Yeah, I've been on his and Vinny's gravesite
It's like,
two times. Very proud of that.
yeah.
And yeah, so definitely Pantera. I'm a huge Pantera fan, as you can see here.
Favorite song of
So
Pantera, a favorite album?
the
This is,
Great Southern Trendkill.
yeah.
I love that. I mean, it changed my life. Like, totally changed my life. First time I heard that album, I was like, okay, this is like it was like looking at myself in the mirror. It's
This
mind
is
blowing.
the album of my life. Like,
Yeah. I mean, it's like mind blowing.
yeah.
So definitely Dimebag, Vinny on the drums, and as I said, I'm a huge blues fan. So
Yeah.
Robert Johnson, I listen to Robert Johnson a lot, John Lee Hooker, and all of those like really
Chapeau.
old blues musicians,
Bluesman.
Henry
Yeah.
Ford, stuff like that. And I mean, what can I say? I am a huge fan of Slipknot too, because of
Slipknot
the
as well. Oh my God.
yeah,
You have
definitely.
Jessica asking, what about you? Some things you prefer of Slipknot? There is some question, Jessica, you want to ask me for? She was, because she's a really fan, because we are different. She's more like Slipknot, Korn, this type of music. So she was asking what can I say, what capture of your Slipknot in particular?
I would say definitely the two first albums.
That's your
Definitely,
first album.
yeah. I mean, the first album of Slipknot is just
The
like
first
it
album.
is so aggressive. I'm all about that insane aggressive kind of shit. And
Yeah.
that really grabs me. So yeah,
Yeah, but of course you can hear as well. We can say that all these influences you are speaking about, we can hear it in the last album, because
yeah,
but
definitely,
yeah, you can hear it
absolutely,
because, and it's show as well. This is my personal opinion, that all of you, and especially because of you, it means it be where it means being a genuine artist, because this is about you listen what you made, what you have inside, you pour it on an album, you put it on in the sound. So if someone wants to know, for example, Ivan, just listen his album and they will understand you better. This is
definitely,
this
absolutely,
is at least what I'm perceiving right now speaking to you, because it was that I was thinking when I was listening to that album, that I heard all these influences that you are telling me now.
mm,
So that's really being, like, we can say, honest and coherent until the end of the time. So that's really important in the music field and in life especially. And and
absolutely.
if we have to pick, for example, five albums that influenced your life of you can say any type of genre, from blues, hard rock, punk, pop, hip hop. Just choose
Yeah.
5 albums. Which will
Right.
be
I
like?
would definitely say the Great Southern Trendkill, and
Okay.
I would say the first Slipknot album. And I'm a
Okay.
huge fan of Big Destroyer when it comes to grind.
Yeah, grind.
Prowler in the Yard. I mean, I love that album. It's I mean, just like so
Yeah.
intense and everything is like mind blowing album. And the fourth album, I'd say I want to step into the, I would say, outlaw Western country kind of style of music. I'm a
Wow.
huge fan of Hank the Third, Hank
That's
Williams the Third, and Bob Wayne. I'm a huge fan of those
music.
fellers.
Music for road trips. Really
Oh hell
fast
yeah,
road
hell yeah!
trip. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I love as well. Love it as well. And the
And the
last song.
second album, the second,
Mhm.
well, not the second, but the last album.
The last song. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I've been listening a lot to Cypress Hill, the
Cypress
fifth
Hill.
album. Cypress Hill, the fifth album.
You see, Jessica.
So yeah, so
She's completely like her. She
yeah,
can do the
exactly.
interview at my place this time.
Yeah, but I mean, I grew up with a lot of different kind of stuff, So when it
Yeah,
comes
but
to,
this is
I
important.
exactly. And
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people out there, who are when it comes to all of that, they're talking shit about new metal, new metal this,
Yeah.
it's not good, and it's this and that shit. The only thing I can say to people like that is they can fuck right off.
Yeah,
You
because they
don't like
should be
it,
have
eat
a
shit, it's
mind
like,
open. Mind open. It's important at this day.
yeah, of course, come on, let's get it, So
Especially, yeah,
I,
especially because we are
I'm,
all in the same field. We are all, we can say, we know all each other. So when, especially when a new band comes out, I see most of the time people saying, oh, but it's not like the oldest death metal, the oldest black metal. Come on, the music evolve itself. We have to
yeah,
be,
yeah,
yeah,
I don't welcome people like that in my life. I
yeah,
just
I
stay the
agree. I
fuck
agree
away
with
from
you.
people like that. It's like the most important thing is all music is good music.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're right.
we got freedom to listen to what the hell we want to listen to, and I know there's places in the world that you cannot listen to music. Now, fucking hang around that shit, Imagine not listening to, not being able to listen to any kind of music.
No,
I
my God,
think
it
you
would
would
be
appreciate listening to
insane.
some porn or some shit like that, So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I mean, if you, but even if it would be pop music, if you have no things to listen, if Britney Spears comes to the radio, say, okay, okay, wait, what is that? Anything in the world, because you need music for express yourself, for chill out, for have fun, for dance, for make party, for relax, for everything. Music is the base of
everything.
life. Yeah, it's
That
also
is the
a way of
first thing.
expression. Yeah,
Absolutely. The first thing that I
yeah,
do when I wake up in the morning, I just fire up YouTube and I just like
yeah,
keep it going. I mean, I don't have a list, but it just keeps going. I mean,
yeah.
I could be listening to Johnny Cash. I could be
Johnny
listening to,
Cash, I love it as well.
yeah, I love Johnny Cash. I'm a
Johnny
huge fan.
Cash is, yeah, me as
Yeah,
well.
I could be listening
The
to
countryman.
maybe some like Suffocation or Cannibal
So
Corpse
yeah,
or
this
I'm a huge fan of Brujeria.
brujeria, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I love those guys. Met them 2 times, and
that's amazing.
wow.
That's amazing.
So
But so speaking about all this band, it's like a question similar to the past one, but it will be more about band. You are a band organizer, a gig organizer. So you are planning to do a festival because right now there are so many festivals after all these years finally. So
mm,
which band would you like to put in this festival and where you want to settle the festival?
well, that's a bit tough question. I would uh, definitely go for a festival with a lot of different genres, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if it's a metal festival, it's a metal festival. But if we're talking about something like Roskilde,
Mhm.
there's a whole lot of stuff, So,
Yeah, it's always sometimes even better. Yeah.
but if it's let's say, for example, a Wish festival,
Hmm.
I would
Yeah.
definitely have Down.
Down,
Huge
of
fan of
course,
Down.
with Phil.
Um, I would have Pig Destroyer, of course, and Black Label Society.
Another amazing band, Black Label
Yeah, yeah,
Society,
yeah.
of course.
Brujeria, come on, or
Yeah.
Assassino. I'm a huge fan of Assassino too.
Yeah.
Um, Man, there's a lot of good bands, Slaughter to Prevail. I would like to see Slaughter to Prevail. The Russians, I
Wow.
mean, they're killing it. And Suicide Silence. Why the hell not? Suicide Silence,
Suicide
definitely.
Style.
And I would say Bob Wayne when it comes to that, underground country,
Underground country. Yeah.
western, like outlaw country. I like to call
Yeah.
it outlaw
Yeah.
country.
I like it as well. This time I will call it like that as well. I will steal your terms. And
Yeah, yeah,
there is a quote that says Johnny Cash Sunday morning coming down best and cover song ever.
yeah. Who's that?
Correct. Say that Johnny Cash song Sunday morning coming down is the best
Sunday
song for.
morning coming down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a fun. I love that song. Oh, of course. I mean, you cannot not like Johnny Cash. Holy shit! I did a
It's
cover
basically,
of.
yeah. You should do it. It's almost like an interview with Tree. If you want to come, Corey, we can do it in the woods, the show of Sod guy. We can invite everyone. It's open.
Yeah,
It's
definitely,
open.
definitely.
And what about the? Of course, you did you play it already live with Son of Shotgun?
I
No, you said
played, I
you
would
met.
say 3 times. 3 times I played
Okay, so I will.
as a full band.
Okay,
But in 2018, I believe it was,
yeah,
or 17. I'm not sure. 18, I think.
yeah,
I did a small tour supporting Cannibal Corpse. That was really fun.
yeah,
So it was
and
me alone on the drums and music in the background. So yeah, it was
wow,
interesting.
it was it was almost tribal. It seems like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so I will expand this question even for Blood Red Throne. If you have some really good memories about gigs that you want to share, something funny that could happen, or something I don't know, just it's up to you.
Yeah, when it comes to Blood Red Throne, I would say that most of the things I cannot speak about because I believe the goddamn police will be knocking on my motherfucking door,
Well,
Yeah,
let's
some
keep it.
crazy
Keep
shit
it.
going around. So, wow, I would say Hellfest. That
That's
was,
fast. Oh yeah.
I mean, it was so many goddamn people there. It was like,
Yeah, it's
whoa.
insane, Bloodfest. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
dare to go there because it's really like a city there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was
Uh,
it was crazy, and I had a really, really fantastic experience last time we played on
Net
Bloodstock in UK.
Bloodstock.
We
Wow.
played a gig, and I went for some drinks and stuff like that, and I went backstage, and Vinnie Paul was just like standing a couple
Wow.
feet away from me, and I was like, I mean, it was like watching a god or something like that, So saying hi to him was major, major.
Yeah, I know
I don't
the
know what to
sensation.
say. I've never seen Pantera live.
Yeah,
I was too young,
yeah,
when all
when
that
it's
shit happened, So yeah, fuck it.
yeah,
That
yeah,
was crazy. I mean,
yeah,
it's like saying hi to Vinnie Paul. It was like, oh, I mean, I mean, what can I say? I got his tattoo here and got
yeah.
dime here, so it just says itself.
It's like a role model for you. Dimebag
Mm.
Darrell, as I can say.
Well, he's a god. He's a god, you know.
Yeah, we had in Sicily for how many years we had it? In Sicily, the Dimebag Darrell tribute, like maybe 8 years, 7 years. Every years we had this Dimebag Darrell tribute. Every year was for him. All the band, making this amazing cover song or just playing song for him. It was like really a tribute to him. This is one of that I really loved about the scene we have here in Palermo in Sicily, that they really
Right.
had this passion for putting like their homage to this huge guitarist, because it is today one of the biggest guitarists in all the world. And yeah, we have to admit it. So speaking about happy things for a moment, the future plans of Son of a Shotgun, because right now a lot of festivals are coming in, a lot of seeing a lot of tour of tons of bands. So did you have
Yeah.
something planned?
Well, the first thing that's going down is we are releasing a new music video this
Really?
Tuesday. Yeah.
This Tuesday?
It's
Perfect.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. We will make as Poison Rock. We will make sort of live premiere like that. So we will transmit the video when we'll be live. So for
Awesome.
everyone,
Awesome. Thank you so much
visit.
for that.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure for us.
And the funny thing about that music video, it's been recorded at three different locations.
Oh,
It's been recorded in a World War II bunker, on a rooftop
oh,
here in Kristiansand, and we did a
okay.
big pyro show on a sanctuary. So
It's, it
it's a
wasn't easy completely. It's a really tough video for recording.
yeah, it was really interesting, you
Yeah,
know. So I had a big planning job in front of me, and I had um, a lot of people, you know, that I had to come in contact with, and all that shit, and rules and
yeah,
regulations. So yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome.
that's amazing. That's amazing. Regarding the live gigs, you plan something?
16th of October this month, we got a
Okay.
gig in. It's like 3 hours away from here, in a rock
Okay.
bar. I would say it's the coolest rock bar in the whole Norway. Tribute. So we're gonna do a headlining gig there, and I am talking to the drummer from Cattle Decapitation,
Oh
Dave
wow.
McGraw. Dave
No,
McGraw.
bro.
We
Yeah,
definitely
Cancel the Decapitation.
wanna get on the
Another.
road with those guys.
They
So
are fucking amazing. Cancel Decapitation. I agree with you
yeah,
for the choice. I completely agree.
um,
I like. I love that band. So yeah.
we
So
were on tour with Catholic Decapitation and Suffocation, with Blood Rethrone. You know, so
yeah.
we got to uh, make friends with those guys. You know, so it was
Yeah,
awesome.
this is one of the best things, because one things that always happen when you are in tour or when you are in this music, because not like it's say the local scene but the worldwide scene, you really make friendship that last really for ages and ages and ages, and there are real friendships sometimes, mostly that the people you have in the door next to you. It's really weird, but it's a word that I see that's really uh, humble word, because I never expected, for example, to meet musicians like you and other huge musicians, for example, like Jeff from Possessed. There are humble more than people from my even city, and really, it's something of incredible. That's why I want to keep doing this for show to the people that behind all the huge album, there are people like us that sometimes even better. I have to admit it.
Hell
So
yeah.
if you want to just leave a message for all Poison Rock fans, all the Son of a Shotgun fans, just a message that you feel to leave it.
All right, this is my message. Everybody, the fans of Blood Red Throne and Son of a Shotgun, buy our music, because I got a huge alcohol problem and I need your money to support myself in drinking.
That's a good tips. That's a good tips, and
Hell
especially
yeah.
for yeah. So thank you so much, Ivan. It really was a pleasure. Finally, we did it in this review interview. I hope you had a little bit of fun. It will be
Fucking right.
available anytime you want, especially on YouTube. This is important, having on YouTube. So can I say, Ivan? So we will keep in touch, and I will write the video on Tuesday. So thank you so much for following us. And what can I say? Jessica, you want to come here and say hello? She doesn't want to come. You will see her in the next interview. So the next
Thank
interview.
you so much. Thank you for having me. This
It was a real
is
pleasure,
really
and
fun.
thank you for everyone to be here. Thank you for Cora for being here with us as well. And I hope to see you in some festival, Ivan, and have some beer and speak about Johnny Cash, Dolly Parton, Dimebag
Hell yeah.
Darrell, and all the southern music. Really,
Damn
thank you so
straight.
much.
Damn straight.
Thank
All
you so
right.
much.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Bye to everyone.